Right now, we're taking a look at The Magic of Making Up by T.W. Jackson. And before we actually get into the guide itself, I want to show you how much he actually helps you out for free. As you can see on his homepage here, he's got a whole bunch of information, but as we scroll down here, let's see. Oh, here we go. He's got the very first video right there, and it starts, he gives you a free tip immediately. A lot of people that own products don't really do that, and this just shows that he really does care, and he puts out a lot of effort to make sure that he can really help you out if you're in the bad situation. Okay, here's a look inside The Magic of Making Up. So we're gonna go through it, give you a little sneak peek, and show you what all's in it. Right here, of course, the table of contents. You can see it's divided up into 8 chapters. Chapter 1, understanding why your relationship ended. And then he takes you through, don't panic. He calms you down. Start looking at what went wrong in the relationship in chapter 3. In chapter 4, he'll get you, reigniting the spark. Chapter 5, dealing with if your ex is dating someone else and how it can actually bring you closer. Chapter 6, you're starting to get back into the relationship. Chapter 7 is keeping the relationship going. And then Chapter 8 is, the situation that you might have to deal with of when you have to move on and find someone else. And he's going to help you out and give you some great tips and show you how to do that. So let's just take a look at Chapter 1 right now. And right here, he'll tell you exactly everything that you need to know to understand why your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend left. So he'll take you through why lovers say goodbye. He talks about why men leave. And then he'll talk about, why women leave. And then he'll deal with some other things such as cheating or constant arguing and fighting. And then we're on to Chapter 2. Alright, on Chapter 3 is when he starts talking about making sure or helping you recognize what went wrong in the relationship. And so he helps you do this by having you look at the positives, list some examples of stuff that might be positives for you, and then you actually write down the positives so you can visualize them and think about them. And then you also have to notice the negatives, see what went wrong. He lists some examples here of common negative aspects, and then you also record those. Right here he talks once again about infidelity. And then let's see, he mentions the fast forward technique, which I'm probably not allowed to show you, so I don't want to get in trouble for that, but it's a technique that he shows you right at the beginning of the guide here, and it really does a good job of helping you figure some stuff out and get your mind on straight and just, help you really clear your thoughts. And it can also, actually, he explains how you can use it for more than just this situation. He's explained how he uses it to help him, lose weight, work out, help him get past writer's block, and just you can use it for pretty much any situation where you need to clear your mind and get focused on something. Alright, here's another part that I thought was pretty cool. He actually he helps you get back into shape. Or, not necessarily get back into shape, but if you are out of shape, it'll help you get back into shape. But he lists, a lot of people, when they go through a breakup, they resort to, eating. And, they'll just eat away their pain and eating things like ice cream or cookies or chocolate or fast food or chips. And he explains how that stuff is actually negatively it's gonna affect you negatively, not just physically, but also it's really gonna hurt you mentally. And then he goes through a diet that will help you physically start feeling better and mentally start feeling better as well. I understand this wasn't a very in-depth sneak peek, but I didn't want to show you too much because I didn't want to risk making TW mad for giving away all of his information, through the video. But I tried to highlight some of the good parts, and then, or not just some of the good parts, it's all really good. There is some great information, and out of all the top products that have been reviewed by Reviewka for how to get your ex back, this one has it's shined above the rest by far. And, we've been in personal contact with TW just like we have everybody that we review, and he has been one of the most helpful people that we've ever spoken with. And so he'll be there for you. I cannot stress how much this is the best guide on how to get your ex back. To read an actual in-depth of The Magic of Making Up by T.W. Jackson, be sure to head over to reviewika.com/making up, and once you get there, you can, like I said, read the in-depth review of The Magic of Making Up, but you can also see how it stacks up against some of the other top guides or most popular guides on the internet for getting your ex back. To read an actual in-depth of The Magic of Making Up by T.W. Jackson, be sure to head over to reviewika.com/making up, and once you get there, you can, like I said, read the in-depth review of The Magic of Making Up, but you can also see how it stacks up against some of the other top guides or most popular guides on the internet for getting your ex back.